Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, then thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. Now grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks and let's get into today's video. So this is one of my highly requested videos that I get asked to do. And I also asked on my stories as well about doing this, and lots of messages come through saying, yes, please do something like that. So what I said is I'd really like to do an autumn capsule wardrobe. Now I feel like people take their own thing on a capsule wardrobe. I definitely don't have a capsule wardrobe because I have a capsule, but then I decide to get it in different colours, so therefore it ends up being a non-capsule wardrobe. However, a capsule wardrobe, if you want to have one, is basically having a certain amount of items that mix and match together so that you can make them go further. So everything matches, everything sort of goes a little bit further. So I'm doing an autumn one because it's easier for me to pare down in my brain, and I feel like everyone's looks slightly different as well. Like, there's a lot of things on there that I wouldn't wear, and there's certain things on there that I would wear, or there's things left off the list that I would wear. So I'm going by, I dress quite classically, so I'm doing a classic autumn capsule wardrobe. These are the things that you don't really need more of. A lot of these items you will already have in your wardrobe, I'm sure of it. And if you don't, I will link things below in the description box, because actually classic pieces come out year in, year again. So a lot of these things that I've got, they've got them in the shops again. Might be slight variations. If there is, I'll let you know. But I will leave them in the description box below. So I've picked a colour scheme of like a beige, a chocolate, a navy and a black. I've also got like a white t-shirt here that's obviously I'm going to break it up a bit. I wanted to go for these tones. Now by all means use bright colours if you want to do this, or do more greens, etc. I think I did actually bring a khaki down, so maybe I've got a mix of a few things. But what I wanted to show you is the principle of what I would do if I had to start all over again and get myself new autumn clothes. These would be the things that I would put in my basket. So we're going to get in. I do want to let you know though, today's video is really kindly sponsored by Abbott Lion. Now I did get asked to collaborate with Abbott Lion. Now you guys will know I do love a little bit of Abbott Lion jewellery. There isn't ever a Christmas tree at Christmas where we don't have a couple of orange boxes under our tree. And when I shared them at Christmas last year, lots of you loved it because when I gave you a discount code, some of the deals some of you managed to get was incredible. Because they had like things on there like little gift bundles, and then you got free gifts, etc. So you managed to get such amazing deals. So when they asked to work with me again, I was like, yeah, amazing, I will share it again. And I do have a code as well. I'm going to leave the name of my code here on the description box, and you'll get 20% off, which is amazing. I'll leave all the information below in the description box. Now I could have just fitted this into any video, but I thought I'm going to pop it in today's video actually, because I feel like it really blends in well, blends in seamlessly, because dressing classically will also be your accessories, so like shoes, boots, scarves, etc. And jewellery. I feel like jewellery can be that mix between styling something up or down as well. And these are the classic timeless pieces. So they actually sent out the classic timeless pieces. So I feel like that was like really, you know, a thing. They have so many different styles on there. They do have silver as well as the gold, but these are, they literally tarnish proof their stuff, and it's just really nice gold jewellery, but of a more affordable pricing, which I love. So I do want to show you, I've put a few bits on today. Normally I don't wear jewellery on my YouTube channel just because a lot of the time I'm soaring or chopping things up, etc. Or, you know, I'm putting fake tan on, etc. But when I do stories, or if I do a YouTube vlog and it's sort of like me on my birthday, we're going out and I'm specially dressed up, I'll have gold jewellery on, and I guarantee I'll always get messages asking where my necklace is from or certain bits and bobs are from. So they've kindly sent these out. Millie actually has these ones. We got these for her one, I think it was one birthday, I think it was her 13th we got these for. They're like the little twisty little loops, which are really nice. I'm also wearing the clover necklace. Now Millie actually has the bracelet. We got her one birthday, we got her the bracelet of this clover, and I've got the studs of the clover. So they have like a whole selection of these. But what I really love as well is there are a few different chains, and this one has just got all these sort of like bubble details on it. Just makes it look more classy and more expensive. And as I say, you can dress up. They also have like stackable necklaces, etc. And one thing, even if I'm not really wearing a lot of jewellery, I will normally always have like a pendant style necklace on. I like to wear my coin that I got from Abbott Lion a good few years ago now. It's like a little round disc, and like you can have things written on it like mummy, you can have like names on it. You can add to these as well. They also have little birthstone like pendants that you can attach to these as well, which is really nice. But what I wanted to show you some bits today is I've also got a watch on. So I'd normally have a watch, little pair of studs, and one of my pendant necklaces on. That's normally my go-to. So I wanted to show you these because when I put this watch on, Millie was like, oh mum, I love that. They've got the really vintage look designs. I went and actually had some links to a outfit, actually, I'm probably holding it up a bit higher, yesterday, just so I could put it on to show you. It's the most beautiful oval face, really classic. But things like this, if you were buying vintage, they're probably, you know, really, really expensive. Or if they're not gold, they are going to tarnish, because these are made with amazing materials now that are tarnish proof. So obviously you get the beautiful design and it's not going to completely break the bank. And then I also got this twist bracelet as well. I'm going to pop it in the description box below, but these are really nice. Obviously, I'm not saying go out and buy every item, but this is nice to add a little collection and get bits together. The biggest thing that I thought was amazing that I wanted to share in today's video is these. So, I'm sorry, but they're just, it's all boxed also beautifully. So like the watches and stuff and your bracelets, they'll come in these boxes. And then you get your second layer. And then you get your third layer. And then your items come inside, which is just really nice. So they're all boxed beautifully. And they're obviously like gift wrapped as well, look. Just really, really stunning. But I saw that they had eternity rings on there and engagement style rings as well, which is beautiful. So they said to try them out to see what ones I liked. Now they had the square ones, I think it's called a princess diamond, isn't it? It's a square cut, princess cut. And they also have these in a silver colour range as well. I went for the gold, and they had the round ones as well. I was doing gardening yesterday, so I'm going to be a little bit with my nails, you know, when you're like digging into the ground. So I'll show you like this, like I'm going to spud the screen. But how beautiful is this jewellery? And honestly, it's just stunning. So I had a very, very similar, my engagement ring was very similar to this actually. And mine was in a platinum, and I had the little stones either side. But I gained a lot of weight, and then it didn't fit me. And then my fingers are actually still a bit bigger than to wear my wedding rings now. So it's quite nice to wear a wedding ring, but Gary likes me wearing my wedding rings. But obviously they don't fit, and I have bought some in the past to just put on for the time being. But I just thought this is beautiful, and I actually think these would be beautiful for engagements. Like, I don't think you need to spend thousands upon thousands. These are really beautiful. And then the eternity ring, which is actually almost exactly the same as my wedding band, because I had the diamonds all the way around, like these are the little cubic zirconias. But look, what a beautiful little set. It just looks really classy, really shiny, really expensive looking, and they're just really, really nice. And they come in the most beautiful boxes as well. Really, really stunning. They sent me 2 sizes. I'll send that one back because this is the one that fits. And then they've got different watch faces as well. So I do have a watch from last year from Abbott Lion, which is more of a larger round face gold one. And it had the silver in it, because I started wearing a few other bits of my silver jewellery like I had from years ago, just to try and mix the metals together. And then my oldest watch that I get asked about all the time is another gold face watch. And it's gold all the way round. And that is Abbott Lion, and that's probably about, that's quite a few years old now. But they've got these little more smaller looking vintage style ones available at the moment. So I wanted to show you this one as well. They've got the more square ones as well. So these are just stunning. I also want to let you know as well, I went to get this done by the cobblers yesterday, and these come up so nice and large. So if you do have larger wrists, you're not going to be panicking for size, and then you can have them put out. Obviously I've kept these in there, but there's loads of links, there's lots of room as well. And then I've got this sort of like vintage style square one as well, and this one's got a larger white face, which I think is really nice. I think this is more of like a daytime one that I'd wear, but the other one I thought could be quite dressed up as well if you're going out like party wise and stuff. But I thought these were really beautiful. I don't know if you can see the design on this. I haven't took the clip off it because I haven't started wearing this one yet, but really beautiful. It does go really nice with this sort of twisted bangle as well. I just thought really nice. I'm going to show you as well, because they did kindly send out something personalised for me to share with you. But they have sent out, which is just so nice, they've sent out the mini sphere necklace for me, which is with an R on it. And as I say, you can get birthstones, you can have things engraved. I've actually got a children, you can have fingerprints on the back and then names. So I've got children's names on a little heart, and then you can have a fingerprint on the back as well, like a loved one, which is just a really thoughtful touch. I got this one with the beaded, with a little R. So I'm just going to show you, because obviously you can stack these if you want to. So I can stack these up and they just look really beautiful on. Really, really like delicate, pretty and beautiful. And they sent the little bracelet. And if I wanted to add the little charm, I've also got the little emerald that could go on this or this for my birthstone as well. So it's just little thoughtful touches. So it's really good for birthday gifts. As I say, Millie's birthday is coming up. There will be a little orange box. This is a thing that we've done for years now. So when they asked to work with me at Christmas time, it was amazing. And obviously in that video, I showed you bits of jewellery that we already had, that I already had on. So it's just nice because we've collected it through the years. And Millie had these in this morning. They've actually sent me some of these, so I'm going to have a pair as well. But these little ones, so she's allowed to wear these for school. And they're just really cute. So they're like little huggy hoops, but they also have like a little droplet on them. And when we saw them, I was like, oh. These actually are all in their bestseller ranges. So I'm not surprised. But now I've got a little pair I can match Millie. But they're like little huggy hoops that are like a little bit knotted, a little bit twisty looking. And they've got these little droplet, little hearts on them. And they look so delicate and dainty and they're just really beautiful. As I say, I have been gardening, so please ignore my nails. And also lastly, they sent the little R bracelet as well. So it's like a little chain bracelet that you can do up. I will never be able to do this up on my own, being the only one in the house. But it's really beautiful. And the reason I wanted to show you this as well is because their bracelets are adjustable. So this little ball will move up and down. So you can make your bracelet shorter or longer and more fitted to your wrist, which is just beautiful. Wear it as an ankle chain if you want to. I know I've done that before, but really beautiful. And obviously, as I say, you can get 20% off with my code here from Abbott Line, which is just really good. So if you are someone like me that you get these for presents or gifts at Christmas, birthdays, while they've got such a fabulous code, why not use it, put stuff away, some studs, because I did say I am more of a stud girl. So got some little pretty studs that I will wear. I'll probably put, because I've got a second on this ear, but not a second on that one. I went for my second ear piercings when I was younger, let them close up. Went again, let them close up. And then I had them redone for a third time and then decided to let them close up again. However, it was only on realising, Millie told me, she was like, you got 2 ear piercings, Mum? And I was like, no, they've closed up. One closed up and the other one didn't. So I've got no seconds on this one, but I have got a second on this one. So I just pop one in for the moment. So let's get into the capsule wardrobe. Now, one thing I'm going to say to start with is the basics, the absolute basics, which is we need some items that you're going to need. So go and have a little list, write this down if you want to, go and have a check in your wardrobe, check on Vinted, have a look these places first, because actually a lot of these are classic items that have been circulating for a long time. As I say, I will link them below, but these items you could well and truly have already or get them off Vinted, etc. So I would say start with the fundamentals, which is the layers that we're going to need. So you're going to need some sort of t-shirt. So we're going to go with the top half first. Now, I absolutely love a long sleeve t-shirt that's a good quality. Now, the ones I have found to be the best quality are these New Look ones. Now, they're really nice. They wash up. These are washed up after a couple of years. They're still just as lovely as black. They've not faded. They've got a really nice little ruffle. It's a little bit annoying when you're tucking it into a skirt because sometimes you can see it if it's a satin skirt. But it's got this ribbed, sort of ribbed material, and it's a nice crew neck as well. So it's not too high on the neck, but also I feel like this is a really nice flattering neckline. It hasn't got B of E, and I feel like I want to be a bit more covered up when it comes autumn. And it's also got these little ribbed bits around the wrist, so it adds a little bit of interest to it. Now I have these in quite a few colours because I love these. I think these are 2 for 16, no, 2 for 14, but I think they're £8 each, but 2 for 14, and they're just a really good quality t-shirt. And I like that they're more of a longer t-shirt as well, so you can sort of like have them out if you want to, but it gives you that extra bit of room. Now I've gone for black in a long sleeve t-shirt because I feel this looks nice with jeans, trousers, skirts, but it's also nice to layer underneath dresses and stuff as well if you want a longer sleeve. I just feel like I like things to work as hard as they physically can. So, gone for the long sleeve top. Now, I've paired this with a pair of jeans. So we're going to move the camera down as well because I'm going to show you, we're going to go into a first classic outfit. So another item you're going to need in your wardrobe as well as a good t-shirt is a good pair of jeans. Now, you can go have as many pair of jeans as you like. I've got a few pairs of jeans at the moment because I am in between sizes. So some are a little bit too big, some are maybe a bit too small, but I'm just sort of able to kind of wear each. but usually I would have just one good pair of jeans. I like them to be in this sort of like mid to dark denim. I feel like this works in the summer as well as in the autumn winter. I feel like it goes really nice with all the rich tones. I don't like them too dark because I feel like the material then gets tighter. Does anyone else have that? Like the darker the jeans, the more restrictive material is. Now these are actually Curve Love ones from Abercrombie. I got recommended these as along with Next jeans. So I had a little rant on my Instagram story saying that I need to find jeans. Everything that I get in the size smaller, like a size 14 jeans, they are too tight here. They are way too tight here, but then they fit nice on the waist here. So I just cannot get a pair of jeans that are like fit me, because then I get the 16s, they fit really nice here, but then they are too big here, like I've got a huge gape here because I'm a pear shape. So I got recommended size 15 jeans from Next, which I've ordered a pair, they haven't come yet. I'm going to give them a try. I will let you know what they're like, maybe in the next video. But these are the Curve Love ones from Abercrombie. So you can go on there and they'll say the measurements. So they are made to be a bit bigger in the hip and a bit bigger on the bum for the curvy hips, but they come in nice and fitted on the waist. I do have some room here. They're not too tight and restricted, but they are really nice and smoothing as well, and they do fit really lovely. Do have a little tiny bit of a gape, just a tiny one there, but I got these in the 29 waist, which I was like, oh, didn't think it'd be that. I actually got the tape measure out. I was like measuring myself to make sure that the jeans fit, because they are a bit pricey, but everyone was like, once you get a pair of them, if you're curvy, you will love them, you will live in them and die in them. So I got these, and I got them in the wide leg because I just feel like they're quite versatile with high-heeled shoes, as well as with boots, as well as like a comfy day with trainers as well. So I got these. Now one thing I do need to invest in is a good bra, but I've said this many times before. My boobs are on the shrinkage and I can't find bras that fit me very decent. I even got better bras, and yeah, I'm just really struggling with bras at the moment. However, so we've got our outfit together. Now, obviously, I'm going to go on to other t-shirts, etc. But I wanted to show you how we can style this differently within our capsule. Now, you want these to go really far, all of your items, and mix and match. I hope this video is going to be quite seamless, how I do it. So if I'm just going for a super casual day, I would like to wear my jeans like this, maybe with a nice pair of just pumps. This is more of a dressed up casual. All of my accessories I've gone for in a chocolate. And the reason I've done this, obviously, if you prefer to wear a certain colour, go for black, or you can go for khaki, navy, tan, whatever colour you prefer, obviously go for that. I just wanted to have little amount of bits, like the smallest amount of items, to make the biggest mix up of like transitions in the outfits. So I've gone for a little pair of little soft suede ballet pumps that are in chocolate from Shoe. I've had these since last year. They're really nice and comfy. And I feel like this is sort of like a mid outfit. I could go shopping in this and feel nice. If I wanted to go for a nice afternoon tea, I could also wear this. But I'm also going to be really comfortable. I could even pop to Asda and get a food shop if I wanted to in these. So I'm just going to pop the ballet pumps on. I feel like when you get a capsule wardrobe as well, I feel like it's nice to pick nice materials of stuff. And I know some people prefer vegan, and that's absolutely fine, but I do love a soft leather. I just feel like it looks really nice. I feel like my bags to be leather as well, because I feel like even with time, they look really nice. So let me push you back a bit. I did move you far away from the window because we had a tree surgeon chopping down a tree over there. Not our tree. So just some nice little chocolate brown pumps. And what I'm going to do with this outfit is I'm just going to make it a little bit smarter. So I always think by wearing, where have I put my belt? I've also got a belt. Now I decided, because I wear gold jewellery, I wanted a chocolate belt with the gold on it. And this is from Next. I like wearing belts with everything, whether it's a dress or a skirt. I just feel like it completely changes the outfit. It's just a nice size, so nice gold belt. I'm going to tuck my top in. Immediately, it just elevates the whole outfit by adding a belt. And we've got the pumps on as well. Now, I'm going to say you could obviously wear All of these items will be interchangeable with everything. Like I would wear like my wool coat with this, I'd wear a cardigan with this, I'd wear a jumper. However, this is more of like a casual day outfit. So I'm gonna be popping on my trench coat, and I got this last year and I love it. And it's in a really nice sort of like dark beige colour. I'm gonna tie it up a bit. And it's a really, really lovely, nice trench coat, and it's a really long one. I got this from H&M, and it's just a nice outfit. And then I'm gonna wear it with my chocolate bag. Now I got this a few years ago in the sale from Aspen of London. It was after Christmas, I got it for a bargain. They don't actually do this colour anymore. They do a few different colours. And the only bit that started to wear on it is the little bit where the tag is here. I use this a lot. And when I do buy bags, I will say as well, I like everything to be multi-usage. So like for instance, this bag is a crossbody, which I love. But I also love that when you tuck in the straps, it's got such a nice detail at the sides that it looks nice as a clutch bag. So I've also worn this on nights out as well. And a nice chocolate bag. And it just is a really nice chilled outfit for the day. Now all of these items are going to be seen in other outfits because they're going to be interchangeable. I also wanted to say as well, in regards to accessories, obviously having a bag, your shoes and a belt. I've also got some boots here as well, and I've got some trainers to share with you. But I feel like a little scarf or something. I don't feel like you have to have a million hats and scarves. I feel like something interchangeable as well with other items. So I picked this one because I do love a sort of silky scarf. I got this from H&M a few years ago. And what I love about this is it's got the white in it, a little bit of the beige and the black. And it just picks up all those tones. And I like either wearing scarves in my hair or with my tied on my bag, etc. You can pop this under your collar as well. And because it's got that beige in it, it ties it in with the, obviously the beige of the jacket, and then it's also got the black, but it just makes it look a bit more like of a dressed up style. As I say, I probably would tie this just around my neck. I do mine like a tie when I was at school. Just feel like it looks a bit neater when you do it like that. A little bit something around your neck. And I just feel like this looks really nice. It's a really casual outfit. I feel really put together and I feel really smart, but it is actually an outfit where I'm wearing jeans. So I'm super, super comfortable in this. Now, we are going to swap out the jeans and the shoes, and we're going to turn this into more of a dressed up outfit. And I'm going to do this with all of the items. This might be a long video, but quite exciting because I do get asked to do this quite often. Now, I think in your capsule wardrobe, as I said, long sleeve t-shirt, a type of trench coat, which is like, or a waterproof coat or a shorter jacket. Something that you can chuck on with smart stuff, but you can also chuck on for casual as well. So along that lines, a pair of jeans, a nice comfy long sleeve t-shirt. I'd say a little pair of ballet pumps or loafers, so you don't have to have both, one or the other, and a nice belt and a bag, all in matching shades. I think just makes it look really tied in together. You don't have to, but this is what I like to do. I feel like it looks more tied in together and clean. I will say I've got the most incredibly large, strange knickers on today, but these are M&S period pants, and I'm a lady and it's that time of the month and I am having to wear these. So if you can see them through all of the items, I do apologise. Now, we are going to do knitwear, etc. as well in this video, so I'll move on to a different skirt after. I love a pleat skirt. Now, when you're going for styles as well, like jeans, t-shirts, skirts, by all means, if you want to go for flattering styles for your body shape, choose the style. So if you suit a v-neck more, go for a v-neck long sleeve t-shirt. If you prefer more A-line skirt because you don't like pleat skirts, then go for that style instead. If you don't like satin midi skirts and you prefer mini skirts, go for a mini skirt. Obviously, this is just more of a list for what I would wear, but obviously you can interchange this for stuff that you would wear more as a you thing. I'm gonna clip my hair up because I'm gonna get rather hot changing this all on, putting it all on. I'm gonna get quite sweaty. So I'm gonna go for a pleat skirt. Now I've gone for a pleat skirt with a bit of a pattern because I feel like if you're going ultra plain, as I say, I love clothes and I just love getting clothes and trying on different styles. But if I literally had no clothes and I had to start again and I wanted it to be as cheap as possible but to get the most out of my wardrobe, I would go for a skirt that's a plain basic colour with a nice style, but also something that's got a bit of a pattern to it, because I feel like it can really change up. If you're going for a lot of plain jackets and cardigans and t-shirts and stuff, it just adds a bit of wow factor to it. So I've got this pleat skirt. This is from H&M. Most of my pleat skirts these days are from H&M. So let's tuck our top in. And it's a really nice pleat skirt. I'm gonna have to keep doing that to my boobs today. And what I'm gonna do with today's outfit is I am gonna go, ballet pumps would look really nice for this as well, with a smarter coat for going to the office, on like an office day out, or a little pair of cork high heels as well. Sorry, I had hiccups then. But I'm going for an outfit that's more of a daytime, but a bit dressed up. So I've gone for a pair of sock boots in chocolate. Now, I want these boots to also be daytime friendly and nighttime friendly. So I've gone for a tiny little kitten heel, a bit of a point, and these are chocolate and these are from Next. And these are really nice because they're like a wide leg friendly as well. I'm gonna have to dust my tootsies off. And they do have a zip, but they're so lovely and stretchy. One thing I will say is if you struggle with wide leg boots, you need bigger calf boots, best ones you can get are ones that are sock boots. And the reason I say that is that even for years, my calf was larger, but around my ankle was smaller. So then what I'd get is this puddle of material around the ankle where it was tight there and then loose here, and it sort of push against each other. Sock boots are your friends. Now I'm gonna use the same belt. And obviously you can interchange your t-shirts if you want to. There's gonna be a few t-shirts I'm gonna show you. But just to get that style. And I will say this as well, with a belt, do what I do, go and buy a belt that fits around your hips for jeans, and then just get, you can get like a cobbler to put a hole in these for you if you want. And I just made a little hole with some scissors in these, and then just so that it fits on waist. And then we've got some nice boots as well. Obviously you can wear tights and stuff underneath, cooler it is, but just a nice style. I'm actually going to tuck my necklaces in for this one. Re-let my hair out as well, because that'd be the vibe we're going for if we're going out. And then what I'm going to wear with this is a wool coat instead. So I've got my bargain one that I got off eBay, my chocolate Zara. So a nice wool coat. So a statement coat, it hasn't got to be wool if you don't want wool, if you don't like wool. But places like Primark have some really beautiful coats. The supermarkets really have some beautiful coats. Or go on eBay like I did. I got this really beautiful wool one off of Zara. It's really nice, and it's collarless. And I just think with the boots and the jacket and the whole outfit, it's like a really classy autumn outfit. And obviously, take the skirt away, have this jacket with these boots and the jeans, another outfit. So everything interlinks together and looks really nice together. And then what I would do is use my bag perhaps as a clutch. So I'll pop this in as a clutch. And there's a bag I will link as well. It's from H&M and it's a chocolate bag, and I do use it quite a bit, and it has a similar concept where you can obviously use it as a clutch as well. Now obviously you don't have to have a scarf on this, it looks very nice just as is, but yet again this could be another thing that you do. Pop the scarf in. And sometimes I even like to make the handle of my bag a scarf to pop on, so you can tie a little knot either side and have it. It just changes the style of the bag. It looks rather nice. But for purposes of now, just a little scarf on there, just a little bit of added style, just really nice. And these are all items, as I say, that are going to mix together. So we've gone in now, we're not changing lots and lots of styles. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the jacket off. So now I'm changing my t-shirt, and I've got this lovely chocolate brown one on that I got from H&M. Now these ones are really nice. They're like a Skims material, but they are $9.99. And they're just really comfy and cozy. Really, really nice. Now what I'm gonna do is, obviously you can wear, like I say, have these pieces interchangeable with your belts, etc., with a different jacket to change this over. It's nice to have a shorter sleeve top. However, I'm going to keep the skirt on and the boots, because I think that's quite nice. And I've got a little cardigan. I would say a statement cardigan is a nice idea. So I've got two that I'm sharing with you so you can see a different style. But I feel like if you're going to go for a cardigan, you go for a nice plain one. Lovely. H&M and New Look have some really lovely ones. Really reasonable prices. But I love this one because it looks like you've got another cardigan on over, but you ain't got the extra material that you have to deal with. So I'm just going to do a couple of buttons up on this. Let this overlap. And then I'm going to tie this up. It's got a nice little style to it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the boots on if you want. I'm going to take the boots off. So any style cardigan would look really cute with this. But I'm trying to create an outfit that would be more for, you know, say I wanted to like go and pop and have a coffee with my friends, have a little look around the bookshops, you know, romanticise all that autumn goodiness. Pop the ballet pumps back on. And then we've got a very chilled, just popping out outfit, which I think looks really nice. So obviously, as I say, I'm going for similar tones in all of this. And it's just a really nice, classic outfit. Obviously, if you want to be more trendy and on trend, lovely. But these are the sort of things that would be in your wardrobe forever. And I just feel like this is a really nice little outfit to wear. And obviously, as I showed you, you can have it a bit more dressed up with your coat, going out, a bit more of like a, maybe go to London for an afternoon tea or something like that. But also just a nice little t-shirt, a little skirt and a little cardigan with just some pumps. Really looks nice together. So we're going to, and this would look lovely with jeans as well, wouldn't it? You could wear the cardigan with a pair of trainers. So for instance, if I wanted to wear all of these items, it's a very in-depth try on, but I wanted to show you how much you could get wear-wise out of these. A lot of people wear trousers in these try-ons. Now you can if you want to. I just thought maybe not share trousers because I'm not a trouser person, and maybe you could switch out one of these skirts for a pair of trousers instead. I do like trousers, but I am not going to go out and buy any just yet because, as I say, I am in between sizes, and yeah, I just feel comfortable just in my jeans at the moment because I feel like jeans, you just got a bit more leverage with the fit and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Got a little cardigan, and my trainers are very mucky because I wore them out for a little walk down the beach. So they're a little bit yellow as well because they've been worn to be what they're for, I suppose, for running errands. And my daughter has got a feet size bigger than me and she keeps nicking all my trainers. So, and then, oh, we've got a hanger. Do you know what makes me laugh? Lots of these people that do these capsule wardrobe videos, they will have a row in the background. They'll make it very fluent that you can change it from one thing to the next, and I just come on here and I'm like, right, I've got a hanger attached to me. But guys, you know what, hopefully you love me just as I am, and understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show you a capsule wardrobe. So, and then this would be an outfit that I'd wear. Nice pair of jeans, trainers, just a nice top. and stuff underneath to mix it together. Oiga wool coat. I wanted to show you, while we were showing knitwear, obviously you don't need loads of cardigans. I showed you a statement cardigan that had something different on it, but when normally I'd pick a statement cardigan, I'd go for something like large gold buttons, and I do love cardigans like that, and they sort of stand the test of time. However, I saw this in Primark the other day. This isn't a statement in a classic way. I would say it's a bit of a novelty. It's got a cutesy vibe to it. However, I've popped it on with just a white t-shirt. Definitely need to wear a nude bra underneath this, but the same white t-shirt as what the navy one is, because I feel like the white t-shirt will also look really nice with obviously the brown cardigan or the black and white skirt. I feel like having a white t-shirt in your basics, as well as what I'm going to show you with in a minute, is nice to have. But I wanted to show you as well, because it's knitwear season, you can wear things that have got a bit more fun in them as well. So I got this from Primark, and I just thought for a pair of jeans, I'd probably wear my trainers with this, going for a coffee with my friends, or popping around there, or running errands, doing a school run. It's just nice, and obviously it will still blend in with everything else, and I possibly would still wear this with like a nice skirt as well, and some nice boots. I just really like this sort of style. But I wanted to show you, when I say statement, there are so many different styles of things that you could try instead. But as it is knitwear, I wanted to show you, obviously you can have a few different colours as well. I'm just trying to go with the basics. So if I was going to go with what I've got on the table, I'd probably go for the brown cardigan. But I wanted to show you a few other what I meant in as in statement, like that had the extra bit around it. This has got a collar. It could even be like the buttons and stuff like that. I feel like adding a bit of interest is quite a nice way to go. But I have got the white top on, and I am going to show you a jumper now, because I feel like as well as a cardigan, a jumper is something nice to have in your wardrobe too. I've gone for a khaki because I feel like the khaki would look nice with the black and white polka dot skirt. It will look nice with the jeans, but it will also look really nice with another skirt that I've got here, because as I say, this is my capsule, something that I wear a lot. I wear a lot of skirts and dresses, that's my thing. And by wearing skirts and tops, it sort of makes it more interchangeable than just wearing a dress. So I'm going to show you this jumper. So I've gone for a khaki jumper. Now the khaki jumper is lovely. It's not too thick, but it's a nice boxy style, but it's got something that I absolutely love about it, and it's nice to have a little bit of white popping through as well from the t-shirt. But I love that it's got side splits. So this is from New Look, and it's got fluff on me now. It's a really nice khaki jumper, so yet again would look really lovely with the trench and some jeans and some trainers, but also as well it would look really nice with the pumps, dressed up nice and smart, and the chocolate coat, maybe put the chocolate belt on. So I tuck the white top in, I'd put the chocolate belt back on, and then we've got the khaki jumper with the pumps. So obviously you can wear it with the trench and trainers and it be more casual, but also as well, this is quite nice. I quite like as well rolling sleeves if you've got a nice wool coat, because I feel like that just gives it another little styling detail. And that's the sort of things that I look for when I'm buying clothes. Has there got a different way that I could wear this a little bit, just to add a bit of interest, so you can see the pops of green. Yet again, the same bag matches again, and it just looks really nice. And do you know what? This might be a time where I might tie my hair up in a ponytail, and we can reuse the scarf, for instance. Having just something cute. It just adds a little something if you want to. Well, obviously no means do you have to. I just feel like little things can look really cute added together. Or, you know, tie your hair off your head, etc. with it. I think that's quite nice. I'm gonna get this out. And I just feel like little bits and bobs can really just add a little something to the look. And then with the same jumper that we've got on, and just to show you as well, the skirt looks really nice with the jumper as well. And obviously, as I say, this could be worn with the pumps or the boots, depends on what sort of vibe you're going for. but I'm going to show you with a satin skirt because I feel like going monochromatic is quite a nice look. So I've got a new look khaki satin skirt. Now this would look really nice with the long sleeve black top, or even the chocolate brown one with the smarter coat. This would also look really nice just with a t-shirt and the MAC and just a pair of pumps. So it's quite nice to mix all of the items together. But I do love these satin skirts, and I do love as well, tucking my toppings, obviously I've got my layers. I do love wearing these satin skirts with the jumper out. Now I know some people prefer to have all the shape going on, etc. I do really like this look of having more of a boxy jumper on top. By all means, as I say, you can belt this if you prefer more of a fitted look, or you can tuck it in if you prefer more of a fitted look. But I do, or like, you know, fold it up how I did with the other skirt. But I do like the boxy look, and I do like that in autumn as well. And it's, you know what, as I keep saying, it's about what you like. So we have my boots gone. They're here somewhere. Oh, I was going to show you as well, these are a bit bright green, very bright green, but these were meant, like these were like junior boy ones, and I got these in the sale last Christmas, and they were between a navy pair or these, but the navy had like a burgundy on them. I thought I'm going to get some green ones, so I quite like them. But a trainer that's flat like this would even look quite nice with a boxy top like this, and the shoes and the trench for like more of a chilled outfit. But I am putting on the boots. So I've gone for the boots, which I think look really nice with the outfit. And I'm wearing the top boxy. And yet again, it will go with both of the jackets. I mean, even a shorter jacket would look quite cute. But as I say, these coats and stuff do look nice with this. And it's literally a capsule. So you're wearing something different each day, but they all interchange into each other. So this is a really nice look. So what I've done in my wardrobe is I've done this same concept, but with different colours. So for instance, I might have each capsule item but in a navy, and I'll go, oh, I really like that. I might do it in a pink. So then like most of the things in my wardrobe would just be a pleat skirt in different colours, or a satin skirt in different colours, or, you know, different pair of similar shaped jeans. Once I get a shape on me that I like, that's when I'll go for it. Now I will say my capsule wardrobe consists of a smart coat, a more chilled coat jacket, which is my trench, long sleeve t-shirts. I'd get a couple of colours of long sleeve t-shirts. I'd go for like a black, and then maybe a different colour that you're picking out in some of the other capsule items. I would go for two skirts, one that's a bit more dressy uppy, one that's a bit more just plain and basic, one knitwear jumper, one cardigan. I'd like the cardigan to have a bit of a statement to it, and as I said, the jumper, I like to have a little side split to it, just to give it that extra something. I would have a belt, a bag, and a pair of shoes, all in the same shade. And then I'd also get a pair of boots in the same colour so that all your accessories can match together. And then lastly, I would say you 100% need, and a pair of jeans, then you've got the jeans, or trousers. Or you could have, like I say, less skirts, more trousers instead, just going with similar tones to the skirts. Even with the trousers, perhaps you could get a pair of trousers with a pattern on them, or swap it round, have a top or a jumper that has a pattern on them with a pair of, you know, the trousers, and then wear the pattern jumper with a plain skirt. You can mix and match these, but then I'd go for a dress. Now I would pick a dress, probably in black, to be honest with you, and you can go for any style that you want, or just go for a really beautiful dress that you feel good in. But this is quite, I feel like classic, you know, capsule wardrobes tend to be a bit more on the plainer side, because then you can keep adding to them. It makes them go a bit further in your wardrobe. I would say go for black. I would say go for simple but hard working. And the hard working in this is the fact that it can be changed up to use with other items. So I'll get onto that now. I've got the cardigan because as I said, the boots and cardigan with all the different skirts, etc., or little ballet pumps with this, or just the chocolate t-shirt. Now we're going to get onto the dress. I wanted to just show you that while I still have the skirt on, because otherwise I'm going to get rather sweaty, keep putting the skirt and all the bits and bobs back on and off. So the dress I've chosen as my capsule is a Bowden dress wrap jersey that I got out of a charity shop a good few years ago now. And it's got these little like cuff sleeves here. It's very nice, and it's got a little collar on it, which is nice. Now, what I love about the little collar is it can add something to it, or you could tuck it in as well equally. So I'm gonna tuck the collar in for now. I'm also going to take off the satin skirt, but I will just say some of these wrap dresses can be worn with other items on as well. So and then now we've got the wrap dress on with the boots. Beautiful. This is going to go 100% with that chocolate jacket. You already know the vibes where that's going. We already can see the vibes. You can belt this if you want to. Very nice. Very nice. You could wear this on an evening out as well. I feel like it's classy enough because the boot does have a little heel on it. So it's a bit of a nod to both. I also would wear black tights with this and little ballet flats or loafers because that would be really chilled during the day. I'd also wear, I'm going to take the boots off now because I'm going to introduce a heel. I only want to have one item, have the boots with a little bit of a heel on, because I feel like you're getting more wear of them for autumn. However, as I said, lots of you already have these items in your wardrobe. You probably have a black pair of heels at home. I just wanted to show you that with a wrap dress, you could also style it up with the skirt. Style it up, looks very nice. Now I'm going to let my hair out because we're going for the going outy vibes. And now a little pair of any high heels you've got at home would look great. However, I am still going with the chocolate vibes, so I am going to wear a little pair of court heels in chocolate. This could be for work or for play, wherever you're going. And I don't think we need the belt. You could belt this, it would look really lovely with a belt to be fair, but I don't think it needs it. And we've also got the shoes. And it's quite a nice, oh, slippy over, going out outfit as well. I feel like it's a really nice going out one as well, which can obviously be applied to the khaki skirt, etc. as well. But also I wanted to show you, this can be worn, you could even do this with shirts as well. If you do have shirts in your wardrobe, wrapping a shirt up with a skirt is always a really nice look that you can also wear with jeans or just plain skirts if you want to. But yeah, so a wrap dress is similar to a shirt in that way. It's just I'm more of a dress wearer. And then before we get going, I'm going to show you my last little mix up with the jeans. And this is a hack I've done forever because it's so comfy and it's like having a little nice cardigan on, but in a wrap phase. Put my jeans back on. Now I'm popping on a short sleeve black top. So I'd make sure your short sleeve tops, you've got a few, because they can be worn with cardigans, then you can wear them in the summer as well, or just get long sleeve ones. This one's from Asda, they're £3, £3.50, and they are so comfortable. I'm going to wear that normal, and then I'm going to pop my wrap back on, my wrap dress, pull the sleeves up a bit. I'm going to leave the collar out this time as well, because that looks like a bit of a cardigan. And then I'm just going to tie the back of it, so it's like a long cardigan. And then pull the dress through it, so it just hangs like a cardigan, if that makes sense. So the tie would be on the inside. Does that make sense? And then you could go for boots, pumps, whatever you want. I'd probably go for pumps because this would be like a little school run outfit for me. This would look nice if you have gone for trousers, going for a nice little smart trouser doing this. It'd look nice. And it's just another little outfit, and it's not too heavy, it's quite nice. And obviously, as I say, chuck on the khaki skirt now with this on. Like, you can really mix and match all of these items. Have the khaki skirt on with the boots and have this as the cardigan over the top. It's just a really nice look that you can mix with all of these items, or the other skirt, etc. But it's a way to mix and match all of your items so that they can really go so much further in your wardrobe. So I will leave a list below of the things that I've used today. I'll leave links as well if their things are possible. If not, I'll link super similar so you can see, but I will write what they are. And then at the very bottom, I will also leave a list of the things that I would say are essential if you're starting a new autumn capsule wardrobe. Please feel free to message with any questions if there's any things. I know some people ask for this. I hope that I've done it as clear as possibly I can, and that it's all, you know, I wanted it to be sort of, you know, I weren't sure what colours to go for, or, you know, if people were going to be like, oh, I don't like them colours together, but I just feel like these are the sort of colours that I wear together. And I wanted it to be something in the wardrobe that other people, but obviously all these colours, this could just be navy and chocolate, or it could be, you know, like khaki and burgundy, it could be navy and cream, or white and a green shade. Like, it could be anything that you choose. But I feel like having muddy earthy tones in there is really nice, and I definitely would say keeping all your accessories the same is good. And then if you decide that you want to start adding black, maybe get a black bag and black shoes and a black belt and mix it together. I'm not on about the, I'm on about like an actual black belt. Just change it up if you want to. Also as well, guys, don't forget, obviously this video was kindly sponsored by Abbott Lion, so I will leave my code here as well. You get 20% off of Abbott Lion, so it's just even more of a thing that can add something to your classic wardrobe. So obviously just these little pops of jewellery, don't matter how plain I'm dressing, it can just add a little something to it. And yeah, I just thought really kind of them to send them bits out. I feel really nice in these, actually. I'm out of breath from trying all these clothes on. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, guys. I've been Rosie Henshaw. See you later. Take care. Bye.